Welcome to a special presentation of Fire Queen 11. Okay, I set it up and I'm not going to be reading at the other channel for a little while. I have a setup going here that you can't see, but I will bring the cards to the lens where I can. And if I don't do a proper job, I apologize right now. But there's too many reasons why it's actually better I don't show right now what I have to show. Like the setup, I actually have a true altar that I have created here. So it is my reading altar. It's not a crafting altar, if you would. But I did a breaking ceremony earlier on things. So I feel that's the reason why this information is falling into my lap, because the spirit guides were telling me while I was being lackadaisical in the reading, the spirit guides were telling me that there was something I needed to pay better attention to, and I just kind of let it go. And it's my fault because I was indulging in bad food, and I was falling prey of my own bad behavior. And it was after I did the gazelle and the workout I did had me exhausted and feeling ravenous. And that is not good. You know, gluttony and all that other business, right? A gateway. Okay. So I wasn't feeling a spirit enter me, no, but I was feeling like the truth was being, it was absconding from my sight. Like I was not willing to look at something closer. And, oh, wow. I pulled out 47. It's called the Provoker. So 47, which is 11, which to me also denotes somebody you would consider a twin. 11, okay? 11th house also, the messenger, Aquarius energy. 4 and 7 as well. My boys are getting agitated. The energy has been really loud around us. So if I have to pump up the volume outside of the phone mic, I might have to quit. I don't know if I have people listening outside the walls, because we do have people wandering around here that should not be, and we've had people camping out outside that should not. But Grand Cross Provoker 47, this is the card, and I just pulled it when I was talking about this. Okay, so here we go. I was not allowing myself to really get into energy when I was working with people, because I was working with them about problems, and any of them could be saboteurs. Any of them could be people who are cloaking themselves as just ordinary people. I would never know, right? So I am just bringing this out to share. And my friend, oh, my giddy aunt knows what I'm speaking of. So we're going to collaborate together here. In this way, I can't live stream here yet, but in this way we will collaborate. If he should decide to do it publicly, it's up to him. Otherwise, we'll talk about that. But I am going to ask the question to myself quietly. He knows what we're reading on. I've spoken to him via our own way. And so we're going to go on the earth energy versus the air energy. You remember what I spoke of, right? Okay, well, that's what we're doing. So first I'm going to put myself in here, and I won't read for you on you unless you give me permission, okay? I will say outside source, earth energy via an outside ally, you being my ally, okay? So I won't use you in the questioning. I'll just say generically outside ally with earth energy. So when I do that, right now I'm going to read on the air. That's our, and can we find out, please? I'm asking to myself, and I will leave it private, and you know what I'm asking. You're aware from what I wrote you, okay? So I know this sounds really lunacy right now, but I have to do it the way I have to, because we have prying eyes, right? Okay, Knight of Cups. somebody owing an apology, somebody that would bring a small token of affection, small, very small, with an angel playing in the background, with the strings. Okay, I'm not making this up. I know you can't see everything on screen. It might look like it's contrived. It's not. I just pulled it out. That is the twin flame house, you know, the Four of Wands, right? It is twin flame. So the energy in which I am speaking on right now is denoted here, as well as the ascending, which would denote that energy I speak of. Okay, so those two are definite here. Okay, we don't know about the earth one. Okay, so I'm going to go on with this, and I will get what I can out of it, and then I'm going to get some. I think this is going to boondoggle me into creating more of my own personal cards that might have succinct meanings to them that people dealing with this kind of thing may have to use, or they might look to for their own answers. Yes, this is, I think, what the intent was for you know what I mean, right? The intention. Okay, 10 of Wands. Okay, yes, I know. I know you were in there. I heard you. I'll get to it. You got another place there, you know. Buddy. My little buddy. You got all these different beds to lay in. You're so funny. He says, but I like that one, and that one, and that one. I give them so many places to go. They're so spoiled. They love it, though. And that's what they're here for, really, to be spoiled and loved on the way that they are. Okay, please clarify the cup's energy, please. Please clarify the cup's energy. Okay. I'm clarifying the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles with the Illuminati deck. Okay. This is a pocket size in case you're wondering. Oh my giddy aunt. And I might do a few more readings here tonight. Okay. I need to see the whole picture, so I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands, please. Clarifying the Four of Wands. I hear a really, really high notable noise jet. There is no firework going off at the present time, but it has been all night long. And I was just like, it goes till 2 and 3 in the morning. There's like no way that I'm going to get a night's sleep out of this. And I didn't even have caffeine today. So there you have that. But I did sleep in a little bit. Okay, interesting. I got Judgment for the Four of Wands. Judgment on the twin energy, if you will. Okay, which was closed out, mind you, and more than one time, but the finality just recently occurred. And that isn't what we're reading on, but it come into this. So you know what I'm reading on, right? Okay, so I want to make sure you're clear with what I'm reading on. The 10 of Wands, please. Please clarify the 10 of Wands. Now, this, for anybody coming and observing, is meant for my giddy aunt and myself to discuss at a later time, but I'm putting it out here in case it should fit anything you're trying to read into for your own purpose. So fit it the way you need to. Okay. For the 10 of Wands, we have another major. We have, you got my palm there. We have the Lovers. Okay, so that is clarifying the 10 of Wands. So there is a definite spiritual undertone here. There is a definite stronger energy than I had anticipated with this. I'm going to use Oracle to cross. I'm not going really deep with the tarot, mostly because I wasn't going to do a very lengthy video. And I'm not real skilled as my friend Oh My Getting Aunt is at this, going that deep. But I am getting a good idea here. So I'm going to go with the Oracle beyond this point. Okay, for the Knight of Cups. Now, it wasn't Page of Cups before when I said it. I was treating it like it was a page. It is a knight. So it's one step higher. So the forgiveness, the apology, that's struck. That's not part of the meaning there. So I do feel that there may be more emotion to this than meets the eye. I have the Raven. Unfavorable news is on the horizon. The horizon, okay? Now, I have a communication with the Ravens. They're crows here where I live, okay? They have been coming to me. I'm standing lower than where I can put this, so it's not getting in the frame very well. I apologize for that. It's just what it is right now. And I tried really hard to find something I could use to prop the camera, and I couldn't do it sideways. I kept smashing it sideways and onto its face, and I would break it if I kept trying, so this is the reason I'm doing it this way. And the shutter on that lamp, it had to do with the LED lighting. That's why it was doing that like strip in the live stream I had for the other channel. If you're wondering, that was the LED lighting doing that. This here is not. This is an old style light bulb, which they're outdating from us. So once they burn out, I won't have them any longer. So there is something up with the LED lighting, by the way. To clarify the Four of Wands, please, we have, oh wow, the Chalice. Focus on self-nourishment, which, as I was saying, I had a poor diet lately. So that's the foundation. That's my foundation, but as well, that could be the foundation in which somebody is wanting me to be undermined, if that makes any sense. And I'm not reading from that slant. I'm reading from the other side of it, the way that earth energy and the air energy have in common, that commonality we discussed. I'm not speaking of love or undermining, or I'm not speaking of any of this, okay? I'm just bringing into context what is going on here. I think for me to be undermined, to focus on my nourishment, saying don't get yourself drunk, don't get yourself riddled with the wrong kind of nutrients, because your brain, your body won't be receptive, won't be able to, So I feel that my receptivity would be lowered. And I'm glad I got into this tonight, because I was so close. I mean, I could have gone to town on things that he brought into the house, which he's undermined me that way too. He's like the devil himself. But let's get on to the Lovers and the Ten of Wands, please. Okay. A time of protection from harm and malice. Okay, need I say that the culprit in which we speak on started in Halloween. There is a jack-o'-lantern there. There is a definite jack-o'-lantern there. So I'm wondering if we have a duo of air energy who are working together now in tandem, that both have the capabilities of doing such a thing as what we were talking about. And I'm feeling that because one would relate from my past with the name that is the same name as that person, and the other one I had started a connection with during that time window. Judgment. I'm just curious what we're going to get for judgment here. Ooh. I'm wondering if this is a connection to the one we spoke of, that is air. Black Widow, a hidden agenda for personal gain. Well, that is not me, I'll tell you that much right now. I chose to hold my place and not be played with anymore, so that's the reason why I'm in this situation, but it's neither here nor there. I'm going to get some more more energy on this. Can I get some more oracle, please, from the Earth Magic oracle cards? I'm going to pull one for... I'm going to pull one for... Firstly, the Knight of Cups, please. Winter solstice, reflection. This is where I was last winter. But maybe I'm being chased into my winter season, as in the ending. You know, the winter being the final stage, the final period cycle of LAFE, right? Maybe that is what the goal is. Let me find out more. Because the chalice come out with the Four of Wands, which that could be my body, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily the... I'm not going to go all there about that, but yeah, fog, veiled. I was unaware. This is it right here. This is what I'm uncovering. I was sent to find this tonight, okay? This is real. Yeah, I was sent to unearth, unveil this truth as to why I was feeling under like this need to eat and destroy my plans, right? Or try to undermine myself. And all of a sudden, my son is feeling victorious because there's no more fireworks going off right now. So he's running around and letting the birdies sing, which are play birdies, by the way. Now we have judgment. Now, you might be asking, well, why is she going this route? Well, wait for it. There is something coming after this. I'm not done. Okay. The river, movement. This is for judgment. I'm being forced out of my shell. Ultimately, I am being forced out of my shell. That is the Black Widow. I don't know if they're trying to make me look like something I'm not, or they're hoping to play that role. And they're doing what they can. They're doing their damnedest. But I'm on to them. Now, this might fit somebody, okay? I don't know who this could fit. But there are entities playing with us right now. So, and if I have them here, return to sender, you effers. And for real. Just lost one. Okay, this one doesn't count. And it says justice. Fell right out while I was shuffling them. So I am seeking justice right now, and I'm calling justice on their arses. Okay, the raven and the knight. I keep calling him a page because the person that I'm thinking of, I just feel of as a page. Perhaps the earth one that we have to look into as well is a page. Please tell me more about this. Okay, yes. Do you see what I see here? Yes. Showing that show of affection and love is organized as you see. So I will show them, I'll break them down for you, and I'll show you them as I hold them to the camera again. I will do it after I get finished here. Okay, for the 10 of Wands, I'm going out of sequence here, but for the 10 of Wands, please. That was the end game. That was the idea, to have burdens put upon, right? Ugh, really? That makes sense too. Yeah, I've been hearing increasingly that this individual, that's why the house, the Four of Wands is here. Okay, please clarify the Four of Wands. Okay, as I thought, there was something behind the scenes pulling strings. I was right, and I feel it with the X, you know? Anyway, we're going to go on from there. That would be the one that would treat her, she would be the one that would be the Black Widow. This would be the person who would be the Black Widow. And So she would operate behind the scenes, pulling strings until she got her way, until the final play, the final curtain, right? So judgment is final here. Let's look into what do we have for judgment, please. Oh, really? Man-made disaster. Now, it doesn't have to be that big. Obviously, this is a little out there, you know, that kind of idea. But nonetheless, that makes it look like something could occur. Now, if we're talking TI kind of stuff, that could happen. That or anything like that could happen. Air, water, you know, pavement, you name it, right? Even your own home. Those things happen no matter what, okay? And no matter what way. We're going to get into this. I'm going to show them, and then I will wrap this up and I'll come back. So I started out with the Knight of Cups. And you might, oh my Gideon, have something to say, but please take this seriously. Please don't laugh me off at this or talk me out of this, because you know as well as I do, they're cunning when they do this stuff, right? And I feel that this person was approached, if you will, to do this to me, to be part of it. And there is great abundance to have been had. The ravens are involved, monitoring spirits, if you will. But I do have, as far as the crows go, I have one I can trust I've still not connected with, but when I do, I won't speak of it. I do think I have an idea that it's around, though. Winter solstice, reflection, wanting to send me into this. Last winter, it was a potential. It did not occur. So I think that they attempted it last winter. It was strong. Okay, that's the first section I did. Justice fell out on its own, remember? Justice will be served. I'm looking for justice right now. Okay, so the next section, this is the next card I pulled. I feel that they use those individuals that are somehow yoked to us in that way when it is not a right way. So the dark and the light, right? One to attack the other. I think that's what they do. And it goes deeper. If I was to go through and I was really to exploit things that went down in the conversations in the previous years, I could explain it better. And then I had the chalice. And this was about nourishment and about, because I'm trying to get right back to the way that I need to be so my body is completely in tandem the way it should be, right? Well, the fog is lifted. First of all, the last time I did a cleanse on my body, though my weight's not coming down like I want it to, the inside, what I'm putting in it, has become really, really better, except for occasionally. And I'm trying really hard not to do that, but it's occasionally I slip up, and it's not been good. But I'm not like I used to be, but my weight won't come down because of my hormones. The point I'm making is, well, let me finish this. So there is a female behind this. There is a woman behind this. Okay, that is the half of it. Okay, now I'm going to the next stack. This was the 10 of Wands. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. The burden, right? Put on me, right? Because of the lovers. So, the lover, the choice, the lover. This is also a sign, okay? You and I both know that sign, right? And people who know that are listening, they know, okay? I don't have to say it. Air, okay? Communication, right? It could also be neighbor. It could be sibling. It could be any of these things, right? But we know things, right? Oh my God, you know what I mean, right? You know how I speak, right? Okay. I know this is all riddles. So anyone who's listening, please take what belongs to you and what doesn't. It's fine. Move on to the next reading, okay? This is the jack-o'-lantern that come out afterwards. It says a time of protection from harm and malice. So when I'm looking at this, I'm feeling, it's the choice, it's the lovers. Is it, say, E or the X, E or the X. I'm feeling that the target is the choice, the target, right? And they're noted and they're known. Their location is locked in. I even used to live in those 2 apartment numbers in the same address. So this is not even funny. Finally, we have judgment. And with judgment, then we went on to Black Widow, a hidden agenda for personal gain. Well, it's not my personal gain, trust me. I even noticed that one of the Sagittarius readings spoke of an inheritance that Sagittarius was going to receive, and they were watching for that, and they were hoping to get part of it. And I even commented, the joke's on them, because I'm getting no such thing. And I happen to know this for a fact, and I never was, and I never will be out for anything like that. That's not how I operate. River movement. Somebody is trying to shake me out of my tree, if you will. Shake me out of my nest. This was a provoking. What was that first card I had? This was the first card I showed up with. The Provoker, Grand Cross. That was where it all started, okay? And then the final one. So if anything's to happen, this is a video recording proving such a thing, right? Okay, please take note if anything is to occur to either myself or my giddy aunt. These are cards that are being pulled. Spirit is speaking to us. And for justice, what do we have, please? Blood. Blood. I can't make this up. There's another goblet, chalice, what have you here, okay? A deeply bound connection. Blood. No, we did no blood rituals in this lifetime. But there is a siphoning of energy that has been going on. So that is to clarify the card that fell on its own, justice. Okay, I have one more that I'm going to pull for this. I won't go for all of them. Third house messages. This is like a cartouche, Egyptian. Third house, back to the lovers. Am I right? So this is history. This is South Node stuff, and we are South Node connected. I have been sighted. I have been outed. I have been targeted. You may very well be, because we're soulmates. Part of this, if we connect that other energy, that earthly energy, right? This is the air energy right now. Those are neighboring signs. So they may be partners in soulmate connections as well. And we don't know this. And maybe they don't know this. And maybe they don't know each other, but they could. We wouldn't know, would we? So I'm going to do some more readings. But for now, I want to put this out there, okay? So please help me clarify some of these. Okay, if you could get clarifiers on these cards I just put out, and I did them in sections. So if you could do them, that would be so wonderful. And if not, maybe I'll come back and I'll just do a redo, or I'll figure something out. But this is for real. I mean, this has to do with what I wrote you about the technical crap that was going on with the platform, and about our moving on to the other thingy, and how, you know what I mean, right? Okay, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but anyway, I appreciate you listening to this, and anyone who's here. This is Fire Queen 11. You've been listening to an expose on something that may be bigger later, that will reveal if it does bear some more truth to it. Okay, bye for now.